Hey you guys, what's up? This is Brandon, and I wanted to do a reaction to one of WatchMojo.com's videos. They just uploaded it today, about 3 hours ago. It is the top 10 times Godzilla went beast mode. And this is good timing because Godzilla vs. Kong comes out in like a month. So, the top 10 times Godzilla went beast mode. Doesn't every time that he comes out to do his work, he goes beast mode? Godzilla is the king of the beasts, the king of the monsters. He goes beast mode every time he steps out there. So there is no list because every time Godzilla goes out there, he goes beast mode. But I want to see what WatchMojo.com has to say. Now, I'm not a huge Godzilla fan. I'm familiar with some of the monsters. I'm familiar with Godzilla. But not with a lot of the movies and stuff like that. But I do want to see what their list is. So let's do it. All right, here we go.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so
there's an ad.
Hold
on one second.
Wait, take
1 second.
One note.
Let me mute that real quick. Just because, you know, it's an ad. I don't want no copyright stuff for some ad or something, but here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Godzilla went beast mode.
Every time Godzilla goes beast mode. Every single time. I've never seen Shin Godzilla.
For this list, we're looking at moments when the king of the kaiju displayed outstanding power and savagery.
It's all the
even
time.
by his standards. Who would you put your money on in a real-life Godzilla vs. King Kong battle?
Godzilla?
Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Kicking American Godzilla's butt.
Well,
Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah, okay.
In 1998, Hollywood attempted to reimagine the Godzilla franchise by unleashing a drastically redesigned version of the monster on New York. It was not a critical success.
I mean, no, not really,
But it did set up the perfect beatdown to kick off our list. Since Godzilla's original creators were not big fans of the US version, they brought the despised lizard into Godzilla Final Wars. When American Zilla dodges Godzilla's first atomic fire blast, you think the copycat might stand a chance for a second. Well, for a second. That's before Godzilla tail slaps his copycat out of the air and into the Sydney Opera House. It's over in a shake of a kaiju tail. Godzilla couldn't resist showing Zilla how a real kaiju throws down. Number 9. The original Godzilla vs. Kong battle.
Okay.
King Kong vs. Godzilla. Godzilla and King Kong have duked it out for monster superiority once before, and back then, it wasn't even a fair fight. Say what you will, Kong fans, but it turns out an atomic heat ray does make for a pretty big advantage. After Kong is hilariously airlifted into battle by what looks like birthday balloons, Godzilla proceeds to beat the absolute snot out of
yeah, from balloons.
He doesn't stop until Kong is buried under rocks and surrounded by nuclear fire. Apparently, Godzilla takes that King of the Monsters title pretty seriously. He probably would have won had Kong not suddenly and inexplicably gotten superpowers from a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, how does that happen?
You heard that right. This movie is just insane. Number 8. Getting possessed and beating down other kaiju. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. Giant monsters all-out attack. In this film, Godzilla became a metaphor for the specter of national guilt. During the film, Godzilla gets possessed by the spirits of people killed during World War II. You can see the unearthly fury of this new form of Godzilla in his milky white eyes and ferocious expression.
I mean, he looks kind of
badass
like that.
Kaiju like Baragon, Mothra, and even King Ghidorah. The combined efforts of kaiju and humans to stop him in his tracks. It was certainly an explosive way to both represent and cope with the guilt of a nation's past. 7. Defeating Destoroyah while undergoing a nuclear meltdown. Godzilla vs. Destoroyah.
Okay.
Godzilla feeds on radiation, but it turns out...
Why does everybody
there are
say
limits to
Destroya
what
so
they
weird?
can
That's
use to
Destroya.
consume.
It's
We see
Destroya.
this firsthand after he feeds off a uranium deposit in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah and begins
In
to have a
Destoroyah?
meltdown.
No, it's
And
Destroya.
we're not talking about a building-stomping temper tantrum. Godzilla had a nuclear meltdown that was powerful enough to destroy the whole planet.
果てしなく暴走するか、あるいは核爆発。
核爆発。
Thankfully, the movie's villain, Destoroyah, gave him somewhere to spend some of that extra energy. When the evil kaiju takes out Godzilla Jr., the enraged Godzilla uses his excess power to unleash an infinite heat ray that absolutely wrecks Destoroyah. Although Godzilla's body ultimately couldn't handle the meltdown, he still went out as an ultra-powerful kaiju.
It's kind of cool.
The dealer gives you a trade-in offer. Will you take it? It feels like you're in the middle of some...
I have an ad, sorry.
Number 6. Absorbing Rodan to trash Mechagodzilla. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. Pop quiz. What's more powerful than a giant robot kaiju designed to give Godzilla a taste of his own medicine?
2.
The answer is Godzilla plus the power of a whole other kaiju coursing through his veins. While the math here might not make the most sense, the results speak for themselves. After Godzilla absorbs Rodan's energy, he proceeds to fire a volley of atomic rays at Super Mechagodzilla until it straight up explodes. Admittedly, the atomic breath the hero uses here doesn't look as powerful as the attack he used against Destoroyah. However, the way he fires blast after blast against his robot
It doesn't do
doppelganger
anything, it
makes
looks like.
this a prime example of how savage Godzilla can get.
Okay, never mind. He did.
Number 5. Destroying Tokyo for the first time. Godzilla. Even people who have never seen a full Godzilla movie know that he has a knack for going on destructive rampages.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that.
When compared to the level of chaos he sows in later entries of the franchise, the way he stomped his way through Tokyo in the original film seems almost tame. Still, there's just something special about the first time, isn't there? Maybe it's because his first rampage happened right after he was awakened by the fateful nuclear test that scarred him. Or maybe it's because Godzilla takes his time to eradicate as many man-made structures as he can. No matter what draws us to this scene, his grief and fury shine through with blazing clarity. Number 4. Demolishing King Ghidorah's ultimate form. Godzilla Final Wars. Godzilla Final Wars is full of unbelievable Godzilla moments. But one of his best scenes comes after he gets supercharged by an energy weapon. Godzilla gets filled with enough power to electrocute Ghidorah just through touch. And that's just the beginning. Since Ghidorah has multiple heads, Godzilla gets creative in how he takes 2 of them out. When only one remains, he flips Ghidorah back and forth like a cartoon character before launching him into the atmosphere with his atomic breath. And did we mention he did this all to Ghidorah's ultimate Kaiser form? We guess when Godzilla is this tremendously strong, even your super ultimate form won't do you much good.
Yeah, I guess not.
Number 3. Convincing humanity to leave Earth. Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters.
I've never seen or heard
You
anything
might have
about
noticed
this.
that Godzilla has been getting bigger as time goes on. And the idea of ratcheting up his appearance to match the increasing scale of his stories makes sense. But in one trilogy of animated movies, his growth went way off the charts.
そして最後に最悪の悪夢がやってきた。ゴジラ。
The animated version of Godzilla grew to be almost 1,000 feet tall. He also had a wide range of powers that included a more powerful radioactive blast attack, the ability to generate force fields, and the power to terraform a planet with his DNA.
It looks weird, kind of in that He looks weird like that, but okay.
After his global rampage, the surviving humans evacuated planet Earth. Getting all of humanity to give up on their own home is one of the most brutal victories Godzilla ever claimed.
いつか再び緑の大地と巡り合う日を夢見ての船で
Number 2, Shin Godzilla fires all of the heat rays. Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla showed us a terrifying new version of the King Kaiju.
Okay.
Instead of an angry but relatable monster, he's a grotesque, rapidly mutating nightmare.
Never seen it. It looks scary though.
And nothing showcased his inhuman malevolence and power more than the movie's climactic scene. The monster seems almost sick as he bends over and belches out dark clouds of fog. But before we can get worried about him, the clouds ignite into a fireball that decimates the surrounding city.
Okay.
And then he starts doing something worse. Shin Godzilla focuses the gas into a laser-like beam that destroys anything it touches. Surely that's the worst he could ever be, right? Unless he could scatter heat rays in all directions, or... oh, you can do that too? That's just overkill. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I don't know what number one
Overwhelming
is.
Space Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Terrifying Tokyo Bay. The Return of Godzilla. Reeling in Mechagodzilla with electromagnetic powers. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Beating 3 kaiju without breaking a sweat. Godzilla Final Wars. Wrecking Megalon and Gigan at the same time. Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Okay.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
No.
and ring the bell
Oh,
to get
actually, I already
notified
am,
about
so.
our latest videos. You have the option to be notified of occasional videos.
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
all
know,
of
I
them.
know, I know.
If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Melting buildings and decimating Ghidorah.
Nice.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This list has been full of examples of Godzilla's awesome might. He's pulled off so many incredible feats that it's hard to figure out one moment that could top every tail lash and atomic fire blast. That was until 2019's Godzilla, King of the Monsters. During his final fight with Ghidorah, he became so powerful that he was able to melt buildings just by standing near them.
Nice.
That probably would have been enough to win the fight on its own, but he's never been content with enough. Godzilla destroys 2 of Ghidorah's heads with a nuclear pulse, stomps on his enemy's body, and finishes the final head off with an atomic blast.
Cool.
We definitely think he's worthy of being called the King of the Monsters. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from...
Yeah, sure, why not? I agree with it. Like I said, I don't know much about Godzilla, but that was a good enough list. I don't have any strong opinions about it. I have a friend who might because he is obsessed, like scarily obsessed with Godzilla. And he would probably nitpick that list down to the T, but me, I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. But if you like the list or you like the video, please let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Also, if this is your first time viewing, please click that subscribe button for more. This is Brandon. Thanks for watching.